Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday.
June 23rd.
Yep, and yesterday it wasn't too bad outside. My husband got the hint. He ended up mowing the lawn. Way to go, Michael. You're amazing. He's probably still sleeping because it's 6 o'clock and it was hot outside yesterday.
It wasn't too bad, though.
It really wasn't, and that's because high temperatures have been in the low 90s. It's really, though, the heat index today that's going to be a little bit up there. So, again, not too bad, but definitely still hot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather where you live. In San Antonio, it's 73 degrees this morning. New Braunfels, good morning. It's 73, 77 in Del Rio. And Bernie area, it's 68. So nice and in the upper 60s in parts of the hill country, but humidity is close to about 100% this morning in many of those areas. So a very humid morning for us. As we take a look at your forecast for the day today, know that it is going to be a hot one, but again, just a couple degrees above average, mainly a mostly sunny day. 95 for the high temperature today, but it is in the peak heat of the day that we will see a 10% chance for a stray shower. That's it, 10% chance. One of those pop-up showers that happen in the summertime, and maybe you're going to be out and about enjoying some of our local rivers or lakes. Here's a look at the current river flows. They're actually up since last week because of the rain, but it's still slow. Guadalupe flowing at 115 cubic feet per second. Same with the Comal at New Braunfels, about 120, and the Frio barely flowing at all. That one has not gone up near Concan, only flowing at 3 cubic feet a second. And when we look at forecast rain over the next several days, it's really just going to be few and far between. Only an isolated shower possible Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Coming up in the forecast, though, we're going to take a check of the tropics. Whether or not there's going to be a tropical storm heading toward Mexico, those details coming up soon. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. New this morning, San Antonio police say at least one man is in critical condition following a shooting on the city's north side. It happened around 2:30 this morning in the 1100 block of Santa Ana Street and Michigan Avenue near I-10. Police say they received multiple calls of a shooting in progress in that area. Once they got there, they found a man with a gunshot wound, another person in a nearby ditch with injuries. No suspects have been arrested at this time, and it's an ongoing investigation. Now to an update about a story we first brought to you yesterday morning. A 24-year-old woman is now facing a murder charge after police say she shot and killed who they believe is her significant other. San Antonio police were called to a northwest side apartment complex just off Grissom Road around 1:45 in the morning. That's where they found a man on the ground with a gunshot wound. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. But back at that complex, police say 24-year-old Alexis Salazar told them someone came up to the pair and shot the man. After a brief investigation, police determined Salazar shot and killed the man after an argument. Police are still trying to figure out what led up to that argument. This is the kind of crime with something that we're just too familiar with here in South Texas. If you or someone you know is in a domestic abuse situation, open your camera app, scan this QR code on your screen. It'll take you to a list of resources that can help you get out of that situation. And it's no secret the Bexar County Jail fills up faster during the summer, which is why they are experiencing an inmate overflow. Courtney Friedman tells us about what they are now doing to fix that problem.
It's no secret the jail fills up faster during the summer, but Bexar County commissioners like us did not know what the sheriff's office was already doing about it.
Did not know that the jail was already shipping out these inmates to these counties.
BCSO explained in commissioner's court they were dangerously close to going over the 5,075 inmate capacity. The state recommends jails top out at about 90% capacity, yet it recently got to 99%.
So at that point, the sheriff exercises his prerogative to reach out and say, look, can somebody take these because we will be out of compliance.
BCSO said they're transferring 298 inmates to other prisons. 150 have already been sent, 30 to Kerr County and 120 to Burnett County.
BCSO's proposal showed for a full year of transporting inmates, they'd need over $4 million. Burnett County charges $80 per day per inmate, and Kerr County charges $65.
Without a deeper understanding of how long the jail will be at capacity, they suggested funding it for 90 days and then reevaluating.
I'd like to just make it a month-to-month type process until we get a clearer picture of what your jail population.
And then the big picture question: what caused the immense overflow? And did it have to do with the county's new booking system that's created some jams?
I don't think we can singularly blame this on technology migration. Those numbers were ticking up for some time. And so there's, I think, more here than that.
BCSO wanted time to break that down, so the court awaits the update. Commissioners also requested more notice in the future when the jail starts filling up. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you.
The first debate in the 2024 election is just days away, and both candidates are preparing in their own ways. Donald Trump hit the campaign trail on Saturday, first in Washington, speaking to a group of conservative evangelical activists. The former president then traveled to Philadelphia, where he visited a local restaurant before speaking at a rally.
Will anybody be watching the debate on Thursday night? I'm shocked. No, I'm shocked.
Meanwhile, President Biden spending the weekend at Camp David, his former chief of staff, Ron Klain, leading his debate prep.
For Biden, I think it's going to be about really trying to hone in on what he describes as the chaos of the Trump years. And for former President Trump, he's going to be looking to seize on what he describes as the failures of the Biden administration.
Thursday's debate will be different than when the two men faced each other back in 2020. There will be no studio audience, and the candidates' mics will only be turned on when it's their turn to speak. The 90-minute matchup will take place Thursday night. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
In California, more than 400,000 healthcare workers will not get a raise they were promised next month. It's part of a deal to close a $46.8 billion shortfall. Workers were supposed to get a raise starting July 1st, increasing their pay to $25 per hour. Over 10 years, the raise could go back into effect in October, but only if California's revenue increases. Social media companies are fighting back after calls for more restrictions for younger users. This week, the U.S. Surgeon General suggested warning labels before social media usage, while New York's governor signed a bill Thursday to restrict social media use by minors. Under the law, people under 18 will only be allowed to see posts from the accounts they follow rather than content that's suggested by an algorithm. 607 and 73 degrees. CPS Energy wants to help you reduce your bill through the Casa Verde program, but there are certain requirements you'll have to meet. We'll tell you what those are after the break. 73 degrees. Sarah's forecasting 95 degrees as the high today. Just 1 degree higher than yesterday's 94, which was forecasted. What does our week look like? She'll let us know when we come back. Okay, CPS wants to weatherize your home, reduce the amount you pay for energy, and they want to do it for free. It's called the Casa Verde program, and it's the biggest in the nation, already weatherizing 30,000 homes right here in San Antonio. The program can save families up to $4,500 a year, but you do need to meet the criteria. So what is that? It depends on the number of people that are in your house, how low your income is, and how stable your home is, meaning you have to have stable foundation and roofing, like physical stability. If your home doesn't quite meet the criteria, there is also a home remodeling program you can ask about. For that information, visit CPS Energy website or just call that number on your screen there, 353-2272. Sarah, it's that time of year where the energy bills are super high. Mine almost doubled from this one to the one before that.
Yeah, and I think I got to get back into the habit of really raising my thermostat when we leave the house, because we do sleep hot, so we keep it at like 70 degrees at night.
Yeah.
But when we leave, 77, 78.
It takes everything in my power when I leave early in the morning, and I'm like, oh, it's 70. And I want to raise it to like the normal, like 74.
Yeah, but your husband's still sleeping.
I'm like, do I roast him out? Did I leave? I'm like, no, I'll let him have that 70 degrees.
I've been at Sarah's house, and she definitely has a note underneath the thermostat.
Please raise to 76 when you leave the house.
It's just about getting back into the habit of it as we head into these hot summer months. But, last week really wasn't too bad with the rain.
No, it's been great.
It was because of a tropical system in the Gulf, and there is an area of low pressure in the Gulf that has a small chance of developing here within the next couple of days. However, it's going to run out of real estate before it starts to move onshore to Mexico. And you can see even here, we've got a little bit of development out there starting to come together. This is really just going to take the form of a low pressure system and bring some rain to parts of central Mexico here. But then a high pressure system is going to settle over Texas in the coming days. And that means heat and dry weather for us pretty much through the week. So don't expect too much in the way of rainfall this week. Again, only a few isolated showers. As that heat high moves off to the east by Thursday into the weekend, that's when we'll have a few chances for isolated rain. We're only talking 20%, so not much as that heat high moves off to the east there. Here's a look at those rain chances. 10% today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Slightly higher as that heat high moves off to the east Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 20%, but no major rainmakers for us over the next 7 days. Outside right now, we're waking up to fairly clear skies around San Antonio today. So because we're going to have a little less cloud cover than yesterday, the high temperature is just going to be a smidge hotter today. 73 degrees outside. And humidity is at 90%, so a very humid morning. Some folks in the hill country, though, waking up in the 60s. Bernie, it's only 68 degrees. Kerrville, 68. Utopia at 71. Uvalde, good morning, 71 degrees. Floresville, 73 in Seguin, and 72 in New Braunfels. If I wasn't working, I'd be out walking because this is the coolest part of the day before things really start to warm up for us. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. We're going to have mostly sunny skies today. 83 by 10, 89 around noon. East-southeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. High temperature today of 95, but it is going to stay humid in the afternoon, and it'll feel more like 102. So feeling quite a bit hotter than what the thermometer actually reads today, but we're technically not going to reach 100, and we're technically close to average when it comes to our high temperatures this time of year. So I'd rather be seeing temperatures in the mid-90s than in the triple digits with the heat index for sure. 93 in Kerrville, 98 in Del Rio, all of us staying below the triple digit mark today, likely 95 in New Braunfels, 93 in Eagle Pass, 91 in Freer, and 92 in Laredo. But again, that heat index is going to be a factor. Feeling like 103 in Floresville, 104 in Seguin and New Braunfels, feeling like 102 in Bandera, feeling like 100 in Comfort. Take a look at the forecast highs over the next several days. We're not going to hit 100 this week. We're going to stay in the mid-90s. That is pretty nice, but the heat index is going to be anywhere from 102 to 105 in the days ahead. And again, the big thing to keep in mind is rain chances not going to be nearly as high as they were last week. This upcoming week, only an isolated shower or storm possible Thursday through Saturday. Hey, coming up in the forecast, we are going to take a look at some heat, real-time heat across the nation. A lot of the nation getting some of that San Antonio summertime heat when they usually are quite a bit cooler this time of year.
I love that it's kind of reversed right now. Like we're
average.
95s, 97, cool.
Yeah, usually what happens in one part of the nation, the opposite part happens in the other part of the nation with the weather. So it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Sarah. 617 and 73 degrees. We are going behind the kitchen door again. This time, dead pests and food were found on the floor at some area restaurants. I'll tell you where after the break. And let's take a look at our lotto numbers. Pick 3, 0, 3, 7, Fireball 8, Daily 4, 0, 9, 5. Daily 4 is 9535, Fireball 6, Cash 5, 2, 8, 1, 2, 8, 11, 12, 33. I'm sorry, I just realized my coffee this morning. Sarah, I used the old coffee grinds this morning, and that's why it tastes so bad, and it's not working.
Oh, I see.
I'm so grossed
so
out.
I'll take the Lotto
Thank
Texas.
you.
Lotto Texas 2, 10, 27, 33, 47, 52. And in your Powerball 4, 5, 15, 32, 62. Powerball 21, Power Play 2. Hope your coffee is better this morning than Sarah's.
Please.
Good luck.
Well, dead pests, gnats, and food stored on the floor, those are just some of the violations health inspectors found at 3 restaurants. Our Danielle Ibarra takes us behind the kitchen door.
Inside this colorful building, health inspectors flagged several violations. La Jalisco on Nogalitos near Division Avenue earned a 61 on its May 2024 inspection. So, we went to find out if they've made corrections.
¿Hay un manager o el dueño del restaurante que... Ok, porque tenemos algunas preguntas de la inspección de comida.
Even with several people behind the counter, an employee told us there wasn't a manager or owner present. She couldn't answer why the restaurant was observed improperly cooling some foods, including chicharrón guisado and raw beef. We couldn't get answers about why inspectors found raw beef patties stored above uncovered pancake mix. Metro Health reordered an inspection. A dead pest was spotted on the floor of Thousand Oaks Cafe off Thousand Oaks in Perrin-Bidle. Its score dropped in 4 months to a 79. An inspector noticed potatoes being stored on the floor. Tortillas were being kept in paper towels and other food stored uncovered. Inspectors had to shut down and reinspect Tex-Mex tacos on West Avenue near Blanco. Its score dropped to an 83 in May. It had no hot water. Meat juice dripped to the bottom of a freezer. Inspectors also saw gnats inside the restaurant. For Behind the Kitchen Door, I'm Daniela Ibarra.
Thank you, Daniela. It's 6:22 and 73 degrees. My girl, Taylor Swift, taking the stage in London over the weekend. A recap of her first night and what fans caught on camera between Swift and, of course, her lover, Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift, my girl, taking over London this weekend at Wembley Stadium before 90,000 fans.
It's been all over social media.
Yeah.
So ABC's Jacqueline Lee recaps night one, including cute moments caught between Swift and Travis Kelce.
London, welcome to the Eras Tour.
3 hours turning into a fortnight for nearly 90,000 Swifties across the pond. The 14-time Grammy winner lighting up Wembley on night one of her Eras Tour in London, including hits from her new album and standout classics. And I don't know about you, but Prince William is feeling 42. Sources confirming he and his children spent his birthday at the concert. Also in attendance, boyfriend and Kansas Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Fans capturing the Super Bowl champ mouthing the lyrics to several of Swift's relationship anthems. And it's not so long London just yet. The superstar returning tonight as locals and tourists alike flock to Wembley. Many Americans noticing European Eras Tour prices are going for much less than they did in the U.S.
We've been together through ups and downs and lefts and rights. And it's been a tough week. But you're here.
Returned to the stage Friday in his first concert since being arrested for driving while intoxicated in New York on Tuesday.
Yep, the singer had some words to share with his fans, thanking them all for the support they've given this week. His next court appearance, however, is scheduled for July 26th. We'll be right back.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Sunday, it's June 23rd. I'm having a rough start to the morning because
tell your coffee story, okay?
I'm drinking this coffee. I'm like, God, this tastes like doo-doo. You know,
Yeah,
it doesn't
good
taste.
save there.
It doesn't taste. It doesn't taste good. And then my brain starts waking up, and I realize I didn't even put new coffee grounds.
Oh, so you just
These are from
brewed coffee grounds that were brewed yesterday
morning at like 5 in the morning, or no, at 3 in the morning yesterday.
So not only did you make that faux pas, but you're continuing to drink it.
I stopped.
I have offered you.
I drank it all the way
coffee
through your last weather, and then I was like, God, something's wrong, and I realized, and I was like, that's when I stopped drinking it.
Okay, well, hopefully your Sunday morning is off to a better start than Sarah's
a fresh pot
Sunday
of coffee.
Morning. And by the way, when I do the weather, you can just go out and get some Keurig.
I might do that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, temperatures this morning, not too bad. It's only 74 in San Antonio. Hey, 68 in Kerrville. Pretty nice up in Kerrville right now. 68 in Rock Springs, too. 75 in Del Rio, 75 in Cotulla. Good morning, New Braunfels at 73 degrees. As we take a look at your forecast for the day today, it's going to be mostly sunny. By noon, 89 degrees. We are going to be warm today, 95 for the high. There's a small 10% chance for a stray afternoon summer shower. Again, odds are you're not going to see any rain today. Just the heat, 95, feeling like 102. And in the forecast ahead, I want you to take a look at the rainfall comparison in the last few years from January 1st to January 20th. You can see here in 2024, we've had the most amount of rain to start the year since 2021. And 2021 was actually a very good year for us rainfall wise. So even though you can't really make an exact correlation with only 5 years of comparison, this bodes well for us for the rest of the year. So we'll keep you posted. Little to no rain, though, unfortunately, this week. The next 7 days are going to be fairly quiet, and we will be in the mid-90s, but it will be humid. So nothing extreme, no extreme heat, but the heat index will be up to 105. We've got a lot to talk about in the forecast, including heat waves across the nation, coming up in just a bit. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Just into our newsroom, we have learned that a standoff that was happening in far west Bexar County has ended peacefully. It's according to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. Deputies began handling a call for a barricaded suspect around midnight. It happened on Red Quill Nest. That's not far from Petranco Drive. Nearby homes were evacuated as a precaution. Then a little before 5:30, the suspect surrendered to SWAT and the standoff ended. We will keep you posted to learn more about what led up to this and what happened out there. Meanwhile, a person is in the hospital this morning after being hit by a driver late last night. Police say this accident happened on Division Avenue near I-35 on the city's south side. The driver did stop and stayed on the scene to help the person until police arrived. They are cooperating with this investigation. The person was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Also this morning, firefighters were up late putting out a fire at an apartment complex in the city's west side. Firefighters say the fire started in a second-floor unit of the complex on West Military Drive near Joint Base San Antonio Kelly Field. The people who lived there were not home at the time of the fire. Nearby units were evacuated. The fire was able to be quickly put out. 3 units were damaged, but no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Well, an Atascosa County deputy is on administrative leave after shooting and killing a man who came out of his home with a knife. This incident happened late Friday evening in Somerset. The man's wife sat down with Zaria Oates as she hopes for positive change in response to mental health cases.
This is 42-year-old Richard Viscata Jr., a veteran of the United States Navy, an aide to homeless veterans seeking help, and a husband. An Atascosa County deputy shot and killed him at his front doorsteps after he came outside with a knife. His wife, April, initially told the deputy he was arguing and punching the walls. She tells KSAT that he suffered from PTSD, and she made his mental health status clear when she called 911.
I feel guilty for seeking help. I felt so guilty for calling 911. I thought for sure it was going to be okay because normally that's how it's been.
Atascosa County Sheriff David Soward shared this press release on Facebook around 3 p.m. Saturday, more than 12 hours after the shooting. Soward said Viscata, quote, positioned the knife in his hand in an aggressive manner and advanced towards the deputy. He says his deputies asked Viscata to, quote, drop the knife, but he did not.
The next thing I hear is about 5 shots fired. He'd been shot multiple times.
After the shooting, the press release says April told deputies her husband had threatened suicide by cop during his episode. She believes there were crucial steps that weren't taken.
Why wasn't the taser deployed?
April tells KSAT she wants the sheriff's department to do a better job and to have a better response to mental health crises. In Atascosa County, Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
Zaria, thank you. Atascosa County Sheriff's Department told KSAT they could not do an interview initially due to prior engagements. This is an ongoing investigation. Of course, we will keep you updated on air and online as we get those updates. Well, many of you have been telling San Antonio how you think leaders should spend your taxpayer money as they discuss next year's budget, so the city conducted 2 surveys. In the first, about 1,000 said the budget priorities should be streets, homeless camp cleanups, homeless services, sidewalks, and police. In the second survey, more than 5,000 people listed police, affordable housing, homeless services, and fire and EMS as their top priorities. Leaders are still drafting the next budget, which should include more than $1 billion. We should see that come August. The saying, beauty has no age. Oh, I love this story. And it's proving true right here in Texas this weekend. So 71-year-old Marisa Tiejo from East El Paso is the oldest contestant to ever compete in Miss Texas USA. She grew up on a farm, developed a passion for fitness at a young age, and she faces nearly 100 competitors for a chance to become the next Miss Texas USA over the weekend. Wishing you the best. Okay, and a second Jim's restaurant closing in San Antonio. The company announced the closure of its Broadway restaurant earlier this year, and now the one located at the intersection of San Pedro Avenue and Hildebrand are also going to be closing. It's going to close officially on Tuesday. They announced this on a Facebook post. The restaurant said the San Pedro and Hildebrand location has served San Antonio for 54 years. I hate seeing those iconic architecture buildings close. And I hope that Miss Texas USA does well in the pageant. 71 years old and looks beautiful. You go, girl. 6:39, 73 degrees. And you may have seen the trend on social media. Military service members doing their re-enlistment oaths in unique places. After the break, we'll take you to SeaWorld San Antonio, where orcas helped make one extra special. 75 degrees. Yeah, it's humid out there. Sarah Spivey forecasting a high of 95. Hey, but we will take it. It's not triple digits. Are we going to see triple digits this week? Fingers crossed. She'll let us know when we come back. Check this out. Special moment at SeaWorld San Antonio. This Sergeant First Class Nathan Hudson taking his Army re-enlistment oath during an orca encounter show. How cool is that? You can hear the crowd cheer after he, look at it. Oh, after he recited it during the first part of the show. As a fan of SeaWorld, he thought this would be the perfect setting to re-enlist after 17 years of service in the Army. Thank you so much for your service, Sergeant.
Yes, thank you so much. What a cool story there. And speaking of cool, we're not going to be cool anytime soon.
Darn.
Sorry about that. But other parts of the nation are really sizzling too, Sarah.
So we're kind of cool.
Relatively
for
to
San
other.
Antonio.
Yeah, we're fairly average for this time of year, which again, can't complain about because it can be a lot hotter.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the nation right now. You can see that there's still plenty of rain ongoing for areas nearer to the Great Lakes. Some flooding earlier yesterday from those storms out there. Meanwhile, we've got a heat dome right over the Mississippi and points to the east. This is compressing the air, causing temperatures to rise. And a good portion of the nation today is under heat advisories. We've got heat advisories across the Central Plains from the Dakotas through Kansas, through Oklahoma, even parts of East Texas and Arkansas. Also have heat advisories across the East Coast and the Northeast with excessive heat warnings across parts of New Jersey. Take a look at forecast heat index values this afternoon across the nation. It's going to feel like 108 in Little Rock, going to feel like 102 in Washington, D.C. Again, not every building up there across the Northeast has air conditioning, and that high pressure system is going to move over San Antonio in the coming days, and so we're going to be left with a fairly hot and dry weather pattern. By about Thursday, that high will be moving off to the east, and that'll open up our atmosphere to a small potential for a few showers and storms. We're only talking about 30%, 20% into the weekend. So when we look at this upcoming week, the biggest thing to know is that it is going to be warm. It'll be just a little bit hotter than average. So just a couple of degrees with highs in the mid 90s in the week ahead. But the heat index, it's going to stay humid in the week ahead. So take a look at these heat index values anywhere from 102 to 105 in the coming days during the peak heat of the day. But at least it's not going to be too hot. Remember, in early June, we had a heat index of 117. So this is hot, yes, but not as hot as it can be this time of year. As we take a look outside, beautiful sunrise this morning. We're seeing clear skies, only a few clouds out there, and temperatures are fairly pleasant. It is very humid, dew points and humidity 90% to 100% in many areas, but 73 in San Antonio, New Braunfels. Good morning. It's 73 degrees. Del Rio 77. Hey, only 66 in Bernie and in 67 in Kerrville. So feels pretty nice in those higher elevations in the hill country this morning. Walk the dog this morning. Get all your activities done in the early morning hours. And then if you want to enjoy some time by the pool, it's going to be a nice day for that. 89 by noon. In the afternoon, we'll be in the 90s. By 2, it'll be 91, but feeling like 100. And then keep in mind that the high temperature day will be 95, east-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The UV index, extreme at the top of the scale. We're going to have plenty of sunshine, so skin damage time within 10 minutes or so. Take a look at forecast heat index values across the KSAT 12 viewing area. Not as humid off to the west, so even though temperatures are going to be hotter in Del Rio than in San Antonio today, it's going to be a dry heat. Del Rio only feeling like 99, but San Antonio feeling like 102. New Braunfels feeling like 104. Gonzales 105. You can see that it feels hotter the further south you go, closer to the Gulf, higher humidity. And then in the week ahead, highs in the mid 90s. We'll be looking at a heat index anywhere up to 105 with only isolated rain in the forecast Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sarah. Ooh, yeah. But you're heading out of town.
Yes.
Where are you going to go?
New Mexico, Colorado, Utah.
Excited for your summer vacation?
2 weeks off. Very excited.
You got to send me pictures of just how nice and beautiful it is out there.
I'm very excited. It's called bathing in nature bathing.
Is that what it's called?
It's actually called something in Japanese that I can't pronounce, but it translates to nature bathing.
Okay, cool. Well,
you're not like, yeah. Anyways, that's what it is.
All right, moving on.
It's 6:48, 72 degrees.
So does your kid want to be a content creator? Well, good news. There's a camp for that. SA Live's Fiona Gorstitza will tell us all about it next.
Has your child told you that they want to be a content creator? Well, guess what? There's a summer camp for that. From content creation to video game developing, SA Live's Fiona Gorstitza takes us to a one-of-a-kind summer experience for kids.
Well, if you have a kid who wants to be a Hollywood filmmaker or a YouTube creator or even a 3D game developer, boy, do we have the summer camps for you. Joining me right now is Kasdan Morrison, co-founder of Creator Camp. Thanks for having us here.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
All right, so let's start with the fact that we've got a green screen behind us, right?
Yes.
And this is utilized in some of the camps, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%, yeah. In our Hollywood filmmaking camp, we pretty much teach kids who come in how to make their own movies, how to do special effects. We pretty pretty much use just iPads that the kids have, and we teach them how on those iPads to use them to create things. And so, for example, behind us we have a green screen. So for our filmmaking camp, we teach them how to use the Ultra Key function, which means you can change the green screen. So kiddos can kind of take themselves wherever they want to go in their movies. If they want to be in a jungle, they can be in the jungle. If they want to be in a room full of dinosaurs, they can be in a room full of dinosaurs. It's a lot of fun. We teach them 3-act structure, how to make their own movies. And yeah, at the end of camp, they get to watch them all. We rolled a red carpet. Super fun time.
Oh, how cool. And so how old are the kids in these camps?
Yeah,
What's
so
the age range?
our age range is from 6 to 13. It kind of varies per camp, but in general, anywhere from 6 years old to 13 years old, we'll take them for our camps.
All right. And what about YouTube creators?
YouTube creators.
Is that one of the more popular ones?
100%. Yes, that is by far our most popular camp, pretty much selling out every year, where we kind of walk the kids through how to make their own YouTube videos. Mind you, none of the videos actually go on YouTube. It's all just mock YouTube videos. All videos are sent directly to parents, but yeah, we walk them through a series of different YouTube videos they can make, how to kind of do online branding, present themselves online, as well as kind of some internet safety tips as well, just because it's a scary place out there. But yeah, they make vlogs, they make gaming videos, they do unboxing videos, all the kind of typical YouTube videos, from storyboarding, editing, filming them. Yeah, they do it all.
And 3D game developers, there's also a camp for that.
Yeah, no, of course, no. We do a lot of short camps too that specialize in technology and coding. And from those, you know, we walk the kids through how to make their own games, design the games, all within their iPads as well.
Wow. Okay, all right. Now I saw one of the camps here. Okay,
Yes.
what does this mean? Minecraft Redstone engineers.
That's always one. Parents always call me and they ask, like, what is this camp? I'm just like, ask your child. Like, they will know.
Yeah, I'm sure the cool kids know.
They do. They get it. Redstone's like the electricity system in Minecraft. And so we pretty much teach the kids how to like build machines in Minecraft. And they kind of just use real world problem solving skills, all through the lens of Minecraft though. So the kids come in and they're excited to do it, while at the same time they don't really understand. They're learning like a lot of key skills to do with like electricity and engineering in that course.
And of course, that's a great reason for these camps. I mean, this is the future. So they are learning skills that they can use later in life in their careers, right?
100%. Yeah. No, I'm a firm believer that technology is kind of here to stay. I feel like a lot of parents are scared about their kids having iPads or technology. And I think the solution isn't like taking it away, but rather like empowering the kids to learn how to use the technology they use on an everyday basis, but to like create things or be productive with it, not just sitting there on YouTube Shorts or just playing video games all day. We're just trying to really teach them how to use that to make things. And I think that's really valuable.
So where can folks go to sign up?
Oh, folks can go to sign up at creatorcamp.org. You can see our schedule, prices, and it's all registrations handled online.
All right. Thank you so much, Kasdan.
Of course.
Well, for more information on Creator Camp, all you have to do is head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, or just scan that QR code on your screen.